person I'd like to invite to have you meet is Molly Collins, who's the Associate Director of the ACLU of Wisconsin. Molly?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Molly Collins, Associate Director of the ACLU of Wisconsin. Thank you so much, Karen and the Center, for hosting us. Today, the Supreme Court of the United States denied review in all marriage equality cases pending before it. As a result of the court's action, same-sex couples in Virginia, Wisconsin, Indiana, Oklahoma, and Utah will now be able to marry partners that they love. Yay! Also mean that same-sex marriage will soon be lawful in at least 30 states. The ACLU of Wisconsin, the American Civil Liberties Union, and Meyer Brown had challenged Wisconsin's discriminatory marriage ban on behalf of 8 couples, 4 of which are here today, who were seeking the freedom to marry in Wisconsin or have their out-of-state marriages recognized. In the next few minutes, we will hear from some of the plaintiff couples in the ACLU's case: Roy Badger and Garth Wangeman, Charvon Kemp and Marie Carlson, Cammie Young and Karina Wiles. Bill Hurtubise and his partner Dean is unable to be here today. But first, I would like to introduce the ACLU of Wisconsin's legal director, Larry Dupuy.
Well, we didn't expect this, but it's great news, obviously, for our clients. Roy and Garth said that they're going to get married in November. That's incredible. We were being more prudent and planning to marry next year. And Cammie and Karina are already married, and now they will have their both names on their daughter's birth certificate. And Bill and Dean, I don't know when they're planning to get married.
Sometime in the near future.
Sometime in the near future. They'll have decided by the time he gets up here, but Dean might have other ideas about the time. So obviously we're delighted with the decision, which is sort of no decision. But it's a no decision that lets stand some great decisions from some great jurists. Judge Posner's Seventh Circuit decision that we talked about not long ago here is a great opinion, and then Judge Craft's decision in June that got the ball rolling. And this is obviously a huge step forward for the whole country. It's an immediate step, not just forward, but into marriage equality for our state. And I'm so happy that Wisconsin is part of it, and I'm so happy to have been able to represent these great couples and be part of the process that has gotten us where we are today. There's not much to say about the Supreme Court's order. They could have written in the order we couldn't get 4 votes to deny marriage. I hope that's what's going on there. But obviously there are still couples in this country, and our couples, if they go to another state where marriage still doesn't exist. So the fight's not over. The ACLU is still in the fight. The fight moves next probably to the 6th Circuit and then the 5th Circuit. And I'm hopeful, obviously, that ultimately we're going to get there for the whole country. We got there faster than we thought for our couples, which is absolutely great. I mean, I think Charvon has always been estimating that things are going to happen faster than they really do. But so she predicts optimistically, but she plans. She should maybe work for the county. So I really don't have much more to say. I'm just going to start introducing the couples. I'm going to let Bill go first because he's the farthest away. Because you didn't want to be first.
Right, exactly. Hi, I'm Bill Hurtubise. I'm one of the receiving plaintiffs, and my partner Dean is unable to be here. He's at work right now. And because we had such short notice, he wasn't able to come. So we are just so excited. We had our joy over the phone. Kids are at school, just having a normal day, just like we always do, and that's kind of how we expect to proceed, you know, just have a normal wedding and a normal family and a normal life. So we're excited that we can be part of this and, you know, basically be a brick in the foundation of change. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that we're beyond ecstatic to be able to join the other couples who've been able to marry so far, and then to join the ones that got the rights today to do that. For us, it's always been about our daughter and how we can move forward and getting her the rights that other couples enjoy. We didn't know, and actually until we got here, that we'd be able to maybe get her pregnant on the birth certificate, so we're just overjoyed to even have that as a prospect. So when our daughter's 6 months old,
And she's usually here to steal a show. But,
like, people aren't even going to know who I am because she's always in front of me. So when she was born, we were unsure of how to proceed as far as the birth certificates, and when we talked to, I don't know what the title was, but the lady at the hospital, she talked to the state, and the state said that they would reject the birth certificate or send it back.
if we attempted to submit it with both of our names on it. So the birth certificate just had Cammie's name on it. That's all we could do. But now that our marriage is legally recognized, we're hopeful that we should be able to file to have that amended to include my name, because we were married at the time that Olivia was born. And, you know, definitely raising her as a team project. I'm still in a state of shock that I could actually be a legal parent, like right now, because I never thought that would happen without a lot more work. So.
Thank you.
We've been waiting for this for a long time. We've been together for 8 years now, and first time that I asked her to marry me, never dreamed that we'd get to this day in our lifetime. And I thank the ACLU for making this happen for us.
I'm not going to look at people because you might make me cry. This morning, I got to work, 7:30, my usual time, and I pulled up the SCOTUS block and I do the refresh button. And because I know the hour time difference, I need to do it at 8:30, at 8:35, and at 8:38 is when I knew. And I don't think anybody else. I'm still kind of stunned. I expected it to move fast, not this way. I would have lived. I don't think I would have given up the ghost. This is bittersweet for me. As thrilled as I am that we're now to 30 states, I would have liked to have seen all of them. So I'm excited, but my heart is still breaking for those in states right now who can't get married, whose children are still in that waiting wing of, do I get to claim both of my parents? Elder care, afterlife care, do I get my spouse's benefit? And we're still struggling with that, and now in 20 other states. And so that's the bitter part. The sweet part is we did it. We did it.
8 months and 3 days.
So
Yeah, we actually planned. I mean, we started our life together thinking that we would never be able to get married. Like I said, we never thought it would happen in our lifetime. And to 8 years into our relationship, to be able to get married it's a phenomenal feat for this country. To even in the very first state, which is, I believe, Massachusetts, that allowed same-sex marriage, all the way up to where we are now. It's been a struggle, but it's an awesome thing that we've all done to get equal rights for everybody. And it's not just about same-sex marriage. There's a lot of other fights on the books, but this is our fight, and we did it.
Like the other plaintiffs, we were totally shocked when they called. I feel like we're in the twilight zone. I did not expect this whatsoever. I thought we would have to wait at least until June when they make their most controversial decisions, and then they head out of town for the summer. So I figured this would be one of those cases. So, but joyfully, we'll be able to get married. Our 38th anniversary is November 7th. So we're going to get married on that day. Sort of tie November 7th in with a marriage also now. I feel so indebted to the ACLU, to all the other plaintiffs. It's just awesome. I'm at a loss of words, which is real strange for me. It really is. The other thing that makes me glad about all this is that future generations of people that want to marry their same-sex partner will have the ability to do that. And I want to hear one of them, before I die, say, what was the big deal? What was this all about? And that would make me feel that then we accomplished what we wanted to. Because even now, Roy and I noticed in the last 5 years, younger people, it's like, what's the big deal? Why is there such a hassle here with this? And I want all the gay people down the road from us now to also feel the same way. So I really feel we've accomplished something. Want to say something? Sure.
Just a little bit this morning when I got the phone call from Garth. Normally this time of year is the season at work where I get a lot of complaints, and then I immediately saw caller ID and it was him. I thought, what could he be complaining about? And it turned out it was him telling me the news, and I was in shock. And as a side note, between Garth and I, one of the first same-sex bars we went to here in town, it was back in the 1970s, and they were playing Dancing Queen by ABBA. Well, it so happens they have a new album coming out, so when I got to the car to race home to be in time for some press questions, I hit play on the music in the car, and it turned out to be we were playing ABBA's Dancing Queen. I blasted it. So I'm very sorry to the neighbors that might have heard it from the loud. I was a little bit overjoyed.
We're stuck in the 70s, folks.
It was what I was hoping, but I didn't know how it would turn out. I really didn't. I was hoping, through all of our work that it would turn out this way, but I was still scared. And maybe because we're back from the 1970s where we didn't get anything, and we were accosted in places as simple as food stores because of men shopping together. That's why I was just afraid. I was afraid of how it was going to turn out.
So it's the history that you've experienced since the 70s, which is what you were saying about hoping that this next generation, but you already see in this next generation a sense of what you're all about.
Yes, we have. That means more to me, actually. It's been like we've mostly been married anyway, but it'll be nice. Someone mentioned closure, and that's a really good word. We'll finally have closure with our relationship, and I don't know, it's like the cherry on the sundae, that kind of thing. So